Yesterday, I brought you a story telling you why Kwesi Arthur was trending, and Kwesi Arthur saying that if something happens to him, we should hold Glenn Boateng, the CEO of Up Chale, responsible. Up Chale's lawyer has come to speak. Kwesi Arthur joined Up Chale 2015-2016 thereabouts, and Kwesi Arthur had his breakthrough song, which was the Grind Day 2017. Every day, grind day. According to the lawyer from Up, he says that Kwesi Arthur and Up had an agreement, a contract, which the contract was supposed to expire in 2023.
After the album was put out, then Kwesi walked away from Up, even though he had one more year, that's 2023.
So are you suggesting he left before the expiration of the contract?
Definitely, yes.
But Kwesi Arthur left in 2022, which is breach of contract. Unacceptable. For some reasons, the lawyer doesn't know why Kwesi Arthur left, but he decided to leave. Breaching of contract. Before Kwesi Arthur left in 2022, they dropped an album, Son of Jacob. Now, on the album, there was a song called Winning with Vic Mensa, which that song even had a copyright strike. And you know, say, music, to even get a copyright strike, it be plenty things.
All the way 2021, 2022, the album was being worked on. In fact, as at 2022, we're still busily clearing from the UK, clearing from Nigeria, clearing copyright and things like that. As at 2022, we were hit with a copyright claim in relation to Winning, which we had to renegotiate and deal with all of that on the low before the album was put out.
To the extent that the copyright strike will not even come to public, telling me that things will go on backdoor. And these things that will go on backdoor is definitely what? It's Kudi will use money to solve it. When there's a copyright strike and they still allow you to use the song, it means that what? Money is going to be used to solve the dispute. According to the lawyer, after the album was released, a few months later, Kwesi Arthur left.
Subsequently, after the album was put out, then Kwesi walked away from Up, even though he had one more year, that's 2023.
Now, mind you, this album was done under Up Chale's. The contract was still there. The contract was supposed to last from 2021 to 2023. So, if they did a song or if anything was done under that period, it belongs to Up Chale. Now, this is where the thing gets more interesting. Kwesi Arthur left in 2022 after they dropped the album. A few months later, Kwesi Arthur left. That is one breach of contract.
Okay. So are you suggesting he left before the expiration of the contract?
Definitely, yes.
So he left in which year?
Like 2022, shortly after the release of Son of Jacob.
Okay, so the renewal was it 21?
Exactly, 21.
And then 1 year.
The 4 year ended in 21.
He left. Okay,
yes.
So what did you?
Two, they invested so much in the album, the Son of Jacob album, so they had to recoup the money. Distributions, you guys know what goes into music, a lot. Music videos and a whole lot. The Up Chale saying that they invested so much money and they were supposed to recoup the money. But within the period, Kwesi Arthur left.
To write to Up and provide a draft termination agreement for the termination of the deal. And I think the terms of that draft termination were not favorable, so they were reviewed. I think they sort of skewed the rights in favor of Kwesi at a time when a lot of the expenses had not been recouped. So the terms of that termination agreement were reviewed, but nothing came of it after that.
Three, you know that when you breach a contract, there are definitely penalties. A contract is a contract. You know that contract, they're okay, maybe so. The contract lasts for 2 years. But if you leave before the 2 years, there are penalties, there are clauses, there are things attached. Maybe if you leave before 2 years, you don't own it. There will definitely be clause, but I don't know what exactly where the clause. But there are definitely penalties if you breach a contract. That's how it is. The main issue between Kwesi Arthur and Up Chale are two. Now I'm summarizing everything for you. The mails, you see, Up Chale was sending Kwesi Arthur mails for Kwesi Arthur to respond, and Kwesi Arthur wasn't getting back to them. I'm going to summarize. There are a lot of mails online. I'm going to summarize everything. The Up Chale and Kwesi Arthur issue, the lawyers part of this. I'm going to summarize everything for you in this few seconds. Now I told you that the main reasons are two, and the first one is Kwesi Arthur claiming that the Son of Jacob album is for him, while that album was made when he was signed under Up Chale. This is according to the lawyer. And you know that as he was signed under Up Chale, the Up Chale also has rights or has shares to what? The album. But I don't know what exactly the contract entailed, but Up Chale is saying that they own the album.
Okay. So the revenue split was 60-40 in favor of Up.
Okay. Up owns the product.
Up owns the product.
All the assets are
yes.
for Up.
Yes.
That includes images,
Yes.
Likeness.
Not images as in that includes the images that are produced, for instance, the pictures and things that are produced for
the
promotional content
pictures and all
those things. Yes.
So if he enters studio for Ground Up, we then take a picture for album cover or for, let's say, some social media trend or for whatever purpose, those assets belong to Ground Up. Okay.
Now,
they also said that Kwesi Arthur left while, middle 2022, after they have dropped the album and finished. Kwesi Arthur left, say no go work with Ground Up again. And mind you, that is breach of contract because the contract was supposed to end the following year, but your man left. 2, young people invested so much money and they felt like, no, if you are leaving now, they want my aboka, you're free. So what? If that's the case, they are so we'll come back to that. I also told you that they had copyright issues that they had to settle, and I told you copyright issues deals with a lot of money. Let me even give you an example. Burna Boy did a song of that last songs from Burna Boy. He don't cast last everybody go drop breakfast. That song was a copyright. It was a sampled song from Tony Braxton, where Burna Boy is even earning 40% of revenues from that song, and Tony Braxton is earning 60% from that song. So copyright matter there. If you like, go and listen to Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough. And go and listen to Burna Boy last. You see that? That was the sampling. And then the originator of the song is taking 60 and Burna is taking 40. Now back to Kwesi Arthur. Kwesi Arthur and Ground Up Chale. I'm summarizing the bills for you. Kwesi Arthur and Ground Up Chale had a percentage deal where they said that 60-40, Ground Up is taking 60% and Kwesi Arthur will take 40% from, I think, 2021. And from 2022 onwards or so, they'll share it 50-50. They even said that they gave Kwesi Arthur the opportunity to audit. You should come and then check the things that they are doing to see, say, okay, this is where money is coming from. This is where money is going. Distributors are taking this. This is how much you are doing. This is how much you are making. Kwesi Arthur to come and do all those things. He should bring his father to represent all those things. Mind you, these are from the Ground Up's view. I'm summarizing everything for you. Another thing was Kwesi Arthur was defaming Ground Up, saying that Ground Up has taken their money, Ground Up is doing this, Ground Up is doing that. And Kwesi Arthur, to the extent that Kwesi Arthur went to distributors and stores to take money from Platoon without Ground Up's knowledge. This is according to what? Ground Up.
Glenn's ownership of Son of Jacob, or Ground Up's ownership of Son of Jacob.
Okay.
But not just that. Kwesi had gone behind Ground Up Chale to the distributor to collect $118,000.
What?
$118,000 he collected on the basis of Son of Jacob. So the distributor basically put Son of Jacob in the red in their books. That means that till date, if Son of Jacob makes any streaming money, that money does not go to Ground Up Chale. It doesn't go to Kwesi Arthur. It goes to the distributor for the distributor to recoup. And why is that? Because Kwesi has already taken $118,000
advance
on the project.
Which was financed by Ground Up.
Yes, it was jointly financed by Ground Up and the distributor at the original time. Because remember, I told you the deal was signed in about 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
But there were all these running costs.
So
now, what made Kwesi Arthur make that post on social media that if something happens to him, we should hold Glenn Boateng, CEO of Ground Up, responsible, was because of the recent video he posted online. Which that video that he posted was under the time he was at Ground Up, and those videos were Ground Up made, like Ground Up's video. In the moment you have in possession something that belongs, even if it is your picture, it is your video, it is you that is in present, you that you appeared in the video. As far as you had a contract or you had a deal with Ground Up, the property belongs to Ground Up. Now, Ground Up reached out to Kwesi Arthur to tell him that, Charlie, the video that he's using to promote his new project and things, no, it is for him. It is for Ground Up. It is not for Kwesi Arthur. So Kwesi Arthur shouldn't use those videos, and should also delete those videos, or they'll take him to the court of law. So that was how come Kwesi Arthur came to say, Ground Up is saying that he should come and pay this amount of $180,000 or some amount of money before they can, he can come and use videos. That's why Kwesi Arthur came to say, Ground Up is like, Ground Up thinks that they own me. That post, you can go and watch my previous video. It was all because Charlie Ground Up felt like they own the project, so Kwesi Arthur doesn't have a right to use the project without their knowledge. And Kwesi Arthur is feeling that, Charlie, that's my video, that's me acting, that was me, man, that was me. You can't come and tell me that it is me, so you own me, so I should pay. But you see, the law is a law, the contract is a contract. And as you sign, and everything that belongs to them during that period belongs to them. Ground Up also said that they gave Kwesi Arthur £1,370 in legitimate royalties from the music. The time that Kwesi Arthur was there, the money that they paid him, royalties, legitimately, they gave him £91,000, 370. Just like I said earlier, Ground Up says that they financed Kwesi Arthur's Son of Jacob album, so they own everything. Everything. They own it. Now, Ground Up is saying that Kwesi Arthur is owing them £84,830 plus secret payments plus illegal for Kwesi Arthur to use their videos and photos and also stop using it or they will sue. So, Ground Up is saying that Kwesi Arthur is owing them plus using the videos that Kwesi Arthur did when he was at Ground Up. Ground Up is also saying that he needs to pay the money that they went to take from Platoon. The money, the secret payment. They did not say you should pay all, but they say you should pay some. So everything is summing up to over $100 and something thousand. You did bab. So this is what Ground Up Chale's side of the story. This is what Ground Up is also saying. That Kwesi Arthur the OAM. If Kwesi Arthur no pay, he doesn't have the right, So the matter there, this is Ground Up side of the story. Yesterday I brought you Kwesi Arthur's side of the story. I told you that Kwesi Arthur said this and that. Ground Up has also come to respond. Now we are looking for the way forward. And any update on the story, I'll bring it to you. But one thing I want to advise young and upcoming musicians is that contract is a contract. Before you sign a contract, make sure you read. This thing they've told us in school, sir. If you don't understand something of the contract, make a lawyer look through. If you don't understand what is going on, ask questions. And also, breaching of contract has what? Penalties. So this is an advice to everybody. I hope you are all learning something from this. My name is Kwabena. This is the Kwabena Network. Up Chale's lawyers have spoken. And basically, I have summarized what was in those mails for you. My name is Kwabena. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.